just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. We're fighting for a contract. We shall not be moved. We're fighting for a contract. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. We're stronger together, we shall not be moved. We're stronger together, we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. We're fighting for an increase, we shall not be moved. We're fighting for an increase, we shall not be moved, just like the tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. Respect. We're fighting for respect. We shall not be moved. We're fighting for respect. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. Justice. We're fighting for justice. We shall not be moved. We're fighting for justice. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. With the workers behind us, the workers behind us, we shall not be moved. The workers behind us, we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. We're stronger together. We're stronger together. We shall not be moved. We're stronger together. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved.
Happy Tuesday, and welcome to another episode of SEIU Says. This is the weekly union news show dedicated to union workers and the communities that they live in. And happy Tuesday, everybody. SEIU Says is sponsored by GWC, that's Goldberg, Weissman, and Cairo. That's Illinois' largest workers' comp. If you have questions about workers' comp, or you feel that you may have a case, or you may know someone that may even have a case, and you just want some of those questions answered, then you can give SEIU Local 73 Member Resource Center a phone call. That phone number is 312-588-7630. That number for Goldberg, Weissman, and Cairo, Illinois' largest workers' comp, is 312-588-7630. Now, we have a guest today, and this is one of the organizers of SEIU Local 73, and I want you to introduce yourself.
My name is Gordon, Gordon Pye. I'm an organizer for Local 73.
That's right. Gordon is an organizer for SEIU Local 73. And we have some updates that we want to get in with him about. So I have some more announcements to make. All right. If you work hard, then it's time to play hard. Attention, attention. It is time to play hard, because you know why? It's time for SEIU Local 73 2014 Annual Picnic. That's right. That picnic is coming up next month. The picnic will be it'll be Saturday, June the 28th. Mark your calendar. Saturday, June 28th, 2014, from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. at Miller Meadow Forest Preserves. That's grows 5 through 9. And the date of this extravaganza is Saturday, June the 28th. It'll be food, it'll be beer, it'll be raffle, it'll be music and dancing and games for kids. So get your calendars and mark your calendars down for Saturday, June the 28th. That's January.
June 28th. Right?
June 28th, 2014. That's Saturday, June 28th, 2014. It's the SEIU Local 73 membership picnic, and then you can come out and you can bring family members with you as well, so your family members can come to this picnic as well. And so if you need information, if you need to RSVP for this picnic, then the number to RSVP will be SEIU Local 73 Member Resource Center at 312-588-7630. That number is 312-588-7630, and that's the phone number to SEIU Local 73 Member Resource Center. I think we're We're a little shaky here. The screen may be shaking at home. All right. Also, if you need directions on how to get to that picnic, that's right. We encourage you to go visit our website at SEIU73.org. That website is www, that's World Wide Web, SEIU73.org. And then you'll be able to pull up that website. And when you pull up that website, you'll be able to get helpful information, because we have a picnic that day for Chicago, and we also have the picnic for Indiana as well. And so you want to get that information, and you'll get those directions by going to our website. That's www.seiu73.org. It's social media time, everyone. That's right, social media time. So it's time to like us on Facebook. And when you like us on Facebook, the great thing about that is you get member information. You get member updates. So all you got to do is go to our Facebook page, which is SEIU 73. That's right, that's SEIU 73. And then you hit like. And once you hit like, you will get updates when we have updates. Learn about your pensions, learn about various meetings that we have. And we have a caller for SEIU Says. This is SEIU Says.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
And
my question is, I'm SEIU number 4. Is it for only 73 or for all SEIU members, or what?
Well, for the picnic?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So the picnic is only for SEIU Local 73 members.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so, right. So if you are a member of SEIU, you said you're not a member?
Yeah, I am a member.
Oh, Local 73?
I am a local SEIU union person, yes.
Oh, well, come on down. June the 28th, 2014. That's right. And so what you want to do is you want to call an RSVP. You call that number at 312-588-7630. That number is 312-588-7630. And you can come on out and you can have fun at this picnic. And not just you can come, but you could bring family members with you as well. So it'll be wonderful. All right. Okay. Okay, we got another caller. This is SEIU Says.
Yes, how are you?
We're excellent. How are you today?
Good. I was just wondering, do you have any updates about the detention aid jobs?
The detention aid jobs? Is this as far as
Yes.
the I think it was management jobs that may be posting or something like that?
Yeah, or when's the next class going to be starting?
Okay, so what I can do, unfortunately, I don't have that date for the detention aids, but I do know there are some things coming up. So what I can encourage you to do is, can you give us a phone call tomorrow morning about 9:15 at 312-588-7630. That number is 312-588-7630. And what will happen is we'll get you in contact to your union rep directly. And so your union rep for the detention aids can definitely answer that question and would love to speak with you. So we encourage you to give us a phone call on tomorrow in regards to that.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, and we thank you very much. We got a caller? Oh, SEIU Says.
Yes, I'm calling in regards that I'm retired. I just retired last year in June. I was like, how do I go about getting my T-shirt? Last year I was at the park. I said, no, them people walking around there in pretty shirts on. I want one.
Okay. All right, so this is what I want you to do. Tomorrow, can you call 312-588-7630 and ask for Charlie?
Ask for Charlie?
Yep, Charlie.
Let me write his name down.
Oh boy, she gonna call me.
Sure I am.
She is. Yes, she is.
Oh yeah, Charlie.
Yep, that's right. You can ask for Charlie. I'm the only Charlie.
Okay. Is it any Pacific time you want me to call?
Yeah, about 9:30 is great.
Okay, then. Fine.
Oh, you can call all day tomorrow. Just call and ask for Charlie, and you can let me know that I spoke to you. You spoke to me rather on the show yesterday, because it'll be tomorrow. So
okay.
yeah. Say you spoke to me yesterday, and I'll recall you, and I can assist you with that. Okay.
All right, Dan. Thank you very much.
Okay, and remember, we're stronger together.
All right, you got that right.
All right.
All right. So, Okay, we may not have we got another one over there. Okay, all right. So we have a video that we're actually getting ready to show. Now, what happened is Gordon, as you know, maybe about 3 weeks ago, everyone, we had a show called The Fight for 15. And it was about bringing minimum wage up within the country so we could stimulate the economic growth within this country. And we can stimulate people feeling more, you want to stimulate, and not only that, you want to give people a sense of dignity, and you want to give people a sense of pride for the work that they do. And as we know, people that work at McDonald's, people that work at these fast food restaurants, or also these stores, that they are people and they deserve to, eat and live. And with the wages that they're making right now, that's kind of hard. And they kind of take things on a day-by-day basis, but they are very resilient people and very creative with trying to obtain their resources. And I think the great thing about that is that they come in every day and then they can service us, and they can give us service with a smile. They can make sure that we get all of our questions answered. They can make sure they assist us with within those stores, because stores may sometimes also have those minimum wages. We're here in Illinois, I believe it's $7.25 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So given that, I guess some of you all may say, some of the skeptics may say that, people that make minimum wage, this is what they deserve because they have not had the opportunity to discipline themselves, to go to school, to better themselves, nor have they made the sacrifices in their lives to try to obtain more finances. And so as we know, that
$7.25 is the national minimum wage.
Okay, $7.25 is the national minimum wage? Okay, so $7.25 is the... Okay.
Illinois is $8.50.
Oh, so Illinois is a little bit higher.
Yeah, a little bit higher.
Okay. All right, so we want to paint dignity to these individuals. We want to paint dignity to their story. We want to give them a story that they are part of the American dream and not the American nightmare, that they should have good wages for their work. Now, there was a rally last week, wasn't it?
Last week in Oak Brook, there was a march on McDonald's headquarters.
Okay, so it was a march on McDonald's headquarters.
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about that march.
Last week, several thousand, couple thousand people from several neighboring states, including not Michigan, but Wisconsin, Missouri. We had people from Kansas City come in, and St. Louis and Detroit also. They came in to march on McDonald's headquarters, the campus. Where the initial plan was to go to the corporate headquarters building on West 22nd Street in Oak Brook, but they closed it down and for the day and sent all their workers home. So we marched onto the campus where they were holding their shareholders meetings.
So you all went to the campus where the shareholders meeting was, and so I want to let you know we're going to show the video as well, because we want people to actually be a part of that and see that and express it. Okay, so here is the video, everybody, for that. So enjoy it. It's about 3 minutes. Okay.
I make $8.98 an hour, and we're out here because we've been on countless strikes, and McDonald's still hasn't even came to the table with any ideas to increase our pay and give us a union. So we're taking the next step by bringing 2,000 plus workers, some workers willing to get arrested, so McDonald's can know that we're serious, and we brought it to the most important meeting of the year, the shareholders meeting, where a lot of their investors are here to show them that, you have a lot of people working for this corporation that can't even survive, can't even pay their rent, their bills, where this corporation makes billions of dollars on our backs. You have a CEO that makes billions of dollars a year, and he came from Chicago, came from poverty, and he still has not stepped up as a leader of that company and said that we shouldn't allow our workers to get paid this little wage. So we're here to put pressure on them to let them know we're not going away, because we need 15 in the union to keep our families stable and to live. It's really hard. Sometimes I don't know how I pay my bills at the end of the month. Pay period is not happy. It's stressful. having 2 children and making $8.98 an hour, I depend on public assistance, and my family a lot of people aren't as fortunate as I am to have supportive family, so they're out here on their own. I'm out here alone, so I'm here standing for those single mothers that are still afraid to stand up and tell McDonald's that, we're tired of disrespect, we're tired of the low hours, we're tired of the low pay. We need better to survive.
Okay, that looked kind of serious.
Definitely was a serious issue.
Right, that looked kind of serious. So that was 2014 what we just saw, not 19. Not
Right.
back in the past era. That was just 2014. It was the 21st of May.
Thursday.
It was last Thursday. We were in Oak Brook. So people did get arrested.
Yes, 138 clergy members and McDonald's employees who refused to leave the campus, and they were arrested by several municipalities, state police, and they were all booked in Oak Brook last week. They were arrested. Yeah.
Okay, and I guess they got them for trespassing.
Yes.
Okay, trespassing.
Trespassing. Yes.
Okay. All right. So given that now, as you all saw, that this is very serious, and this has caused a domino effect, a ripple effect around the country. It's not just happening here in Chicago, but the fight for 15, I believe it's been 115 cities are now participating in it around.
Several cities, not only in the country but around the world also.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's global.
It is a global movement to raise the working conditions and pay of fast food workers and retail workers around the world.
Okay. Now, now there were some events that led up to the before the rally. I remember now there were 2 rallies. There was one on the 15th, and there was also this one on the 21st. Yeah. And all of these were in May, everyone. And we did kind of touch on that. I think it was about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago when we did the show on the Fight for 15. So was it both kind of similar as far as the turnout, or what exactly? What were some of the high points?
The first, what happened on the 15th was a strike. Several fast food workers from around the city struck at the McDonald's, the Rock and Roll McDonald's downtown.
Okay, right. There was a strike on the 15th.
All day, yeah.
Okay.
In the rain, and they all.
Yeah, it did rain that day.
Yes, and their voices were all heard, and to balance that off, and that also was an action that occurred around the world and the country also, and then then last week was the action that that got the most press and the most attention, but this has been happening for several months in Seattle. Just a few weeks ago, passed a citywide ordinance to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour over the next 3 years, and they've been doing the same thing. And this isn't just happening in Chicago. This is nationwide and worldwide.
Okay, so given that, seeing that you were out there part of with this,
right?
The shareholder, now the meeting that just happened, now the rally that was on the 21st, they were in Oak Brook at the headquarters of McDonald's, and there was a shareholder meeting, and at that particular meeting, the shareholders were going to vote on the raising of minimum wage, or raising the minimum wage in McDonald's and not just around.
The shareholders were discussing certain issues that that go into running McDonald's franchises and whatnot. Raising the minimum wage, they say, was discussed, but the main purpose though was to let them know how the workers feel, and what the issues are. When you go to work every day and you work 39 hours a week, and then you can't even pay your bills, or have the minimum necessities, and you're still on public assistance. Essentially we're all subsidizing McDonald's as a corporation. So they need to know that that their employees deserve better, and they deserve to live with a certain amount of dignity. Because just because they work at McDonald's doesn't mean that they're not people who don't work hard.
Right. Yeah. You don't want to demise the whole human experience and the joy of working, because when someone works, and I just believe that when someone does do a work, it helps them to unlock their gifts. It helps them to unlock their potential.
Exactly.
And so given that, you never want to demise someone's human experience with that, and so therefore the workers can be rewarded accordingly to not just the work that they do, but also to the financial statement that McDonald's has earned within the last year. And so I think it was like $1.39 billion in profit that McDonald's has earned. And so with that, they can afford to pay their workers more.
Exactly.
And I guess now they were organized, and they were also in the process of trying to get themselves organized within a union as well.
Exactly. That's also in the works.
Okay.
For those workers to be able to form a union, just so they can come, have a voice coming to the table and being able to collectively bargain for higher wages and better working conditions and such. Because this also isn't just about, it's not only about money. It's also about the working conditions they work under. I mean, you're working in a 90-degree kitchen, all day long. You're on your feet. A lot of these places don't allow people to take breaks, or
they don't have accrued benefit time either.
No accrued benefits.
Right.
Yeah. So, it's not only about money. It's really about just taking care of those who take care of us, right? Everybody, goes to restaurants, and we interact with service workers every day.
Correct.
Yeah, and service workers, food, whether it be food service or retail or whatever, they do an important job in this country. It's not just flipping burgers. They're providing a service that we all use, and we all would like to always be better and improving. But yeah, we can't take care of these people by providing them with a living wage. Right?
We take care of them when we pay. Is this now McDonald's needs to make a conscious McDonald's needs to make a conscious decision.
But also, a lot of times we also have to be able to stand up and speak for them and speak with them and fight with them also.
Correct.
And that's what's important too.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you another question as well, but you want to be mindful of that you look at the demographics of it. Okay, so if someone is sick, let's say at McDonald's,
right,
or one of these fast food restaurants, not just naming McDonald's, and they don't have benefit time, they have to come to work.
Right.
Now, if they're sick and they're making your food, you can get sick as well.
Exactly.
And we're not trying to cause mass hysteria.
Right.
But is this something that we need to think about, the seriousness of this, that these people come to work every day, and some people say, well, if you're sick, you should take off and stay home. But sometimes they don't have that luxury because they don't accrue any type of benefit time or vacation time.
You stay home, you don't get paid.
You stay home, you don't get paid, and you may not have a place to lay your head.
And you're already making the bare minimum, and then you miss a day's worth of work, and that could be disastrous for someone who's making $8 an hour.
Correct.
That could be disastrous to miss out on a whole day's worth of pay.
Right. Yeah. So we definitely want you to learn more about this, and you can go visit the Fight for 15's website, and their website is fightfor15.org. That's Fight for 15 is the numbers 15, fightfor15.org, and you can put that in, and you can kind of follow up and see what's going on with everyone, because this affects everyone. Because either if you've never worked at a fast food restaurant, somebody that is working at one, or the possibility of them working at one. And so I just want to ask you a question.
Yes.
So in your personal experience, what is it that you would want everyone to know out there that they could do to get involved, to try to bring understanding to this, enlightenment to it, and help us with this transition to push these workers into better financial situation?
Well, I think the most important thing is empathy, right? And recognizing that that everyone who works and who goes to work deserves to live with a certain sense of dignity throughout their lives, no matter what job you do. Right? If you want to be a service worker and work at McDonald's, and that's what you love to do, and you love to interact with patrons, and you love to put smiles on people's faces, and like see the smiles on the kids' faces, because that's what you love to do, then you should be able to live that life in peace and be able to sustain your own self. So the most important thing is to not look at it as if this is a person who just flips burgers, or they just or they just work at a fast food place or
Victoria's Secret,
or anywhere, right? These people still go to work every day. That's the first thing you say. A lot of people, they see a homeless guy on the streets and they say, well, why doesn't this person just go and get a job, right? And then they go and get a job at McDonald's. So why don't they go get a better job, right? So this isn't about just passing the buck along or giving anybody a handout. These are people who go to work every day, and they work very hard. So that's the most important thing. We got to realize that people work hard no matter where they work, and the work that they do is important.
Right, the work that they do is important, and the work that they do, it should definitely be rewarded. And something such as like McDonald's is a iconic, and it is part of American history. So we want to make make sure that history has a good taste in our mouth.
Exactly.
So unfortunately, it is time for us to go. Next week's show, we will be with Pastor Brooks, Corey Brooks, on the 5,000 men on 500 corners and Project Hood. So we'll be able to get some information in regards to that. So I want to thank you, organizer
No
from SEIU Local 73,
Okay.
for coming down, and he'll be back again. And so we just want to thank you for allowing us into your homes, and we hope you have a wonderful weekend. So join us next week, same bat time, same bat channel, SEIU Says. Enjoy.
All right.